Why does everything suck now? So many things are considered cringe nowadays, and I often think to myself, how did we get here? Who took a piss in everyone's cereal this morning? And every morning? I mean, just 10 years ago, we were watching Liza Koshy picking her nose on Musical.ly and guffawing. But now it seems like literally no one is safe from the wrath and rise of hater culture. Who's that?
What is bro doing?
Making a video?
Wait, delete that.
I haven't even gotten started.
Wait, block me real quick.
What? Why? You can just walk away if you don't like me. You're in my house.
What is bro still yapping about?
You know what? Get out! Go! I've been exposed to a lot of hate myself, which has predominantly skyrocketed on my social media in the past year, which is the biggest shocker to me considering I've uploaded videos like this. And this.
It's Eddie. A big goofball.
And this.
Nani? Hi. Sayonara.
So like, why weren't those getting the hate comments? I don't know. But I like to think I've worked hard to improve my content over the years, as anyone would feel after practicing a skill for a long time. But the haters work harder. Those pesky keyboard warriors continue to multiply in a way that keeps myself and millions of others humble. I gotta say, I admire the consistency and the determination, even though I consider it energy misplaced. But it seems despite my hopes that this hate culture dies down, this trend of hatred is spreading faster than the hantavirus with no sign of stopping. I've got my fair share of theories on why I think this culture is garnering popularity, how it's impacted all of us, and what we can do about it. So basically, bro is going to yap about who is to blame, the formula for hatred, and my dream moving forward. So let's see how much debt I'm in by the end of this. So as I said, everything sucks nowadays, but to who? Well, lucky for you guys, I have witnessed firsthand the culprit of this beastly hatred. And it's kind of everyone. I've seen it from boomers on Facebook, millennials on Instagram. But the most hateful demographic has been none other than my own kind, fellow Gen Zers, and Gen Alpha. Big surprise there. But for my fellow Gen Zers, it feels like a betrayal, to be honest. Like, just yesterday, we were all collectively making fun of millennials for saying, but first, coffee. But now that I'm the target, yeah, that's where I draw the line, guys. And like, yeah, I'm totally hypocritical for dogging on millennial cringe and then going on to say that we've taken things too far. But we have, because the dogpiling that I've observed on pretty much every big name out there is getting to be absolutely atrocious. Now the biggest pop stars in the industry are being called mid. Like every time a major artist releases a new album, a crowd of people swarm to the comments to say it
Wasn't that good?
and they were
Underwhelmed.
and at this point, I literally feel like an angel could fly down to earth and start singing, and there'd still be someone that's like,
She's just hooting and hollering, man. She's hooting and hollering.
just to make my case in point, I've actually compiled some comment sections that I've witnessed to show you what I'm talking about and how bad this pisses me off.
Bruh.
So this is a clip of Addison Rae, my queen. She famously started out as a TikToker dancing and has moved into music. I appreciate her music. Like, I don't listen to it all the time, but when I do listen to it, I am rocking to it, okay? This sounds really bad. Y'all cannot be serious. These sound like the songs I make up in the shower. This is a clip of her singing Money Is Everything. Is this the most jaw-dropping clip of Addison Rae singing? No, but like, she's doing great. Someone saying these sound like the songs I make up in the shower, it's like, okay, then make it. Okay, then make it, we're waiting. Y'all will never force Addison Rae propaganda on me. Thank you. Finally a good take in here. Can't be for real, this is so bad. This is objectively bad. Like the word objectively, like people just want to hate people. We really give everyone a mic.
Huh?
Okay, no, we give a singer who's very talented a mic. Here's another video. She's doing a really freaking cool dance trick. Like, that is cool, okay? Could it be polished? Sure. Could the lighting maybe be different? Sure. But it's like, for a fairly new artist, guys, like, have we seen the stage presence of some of our favorite artists in their first years of performing? Like, let's be real, people like Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan started out just like with a microphone in their hands singing. Over the years, we've watched them grow into themselves, and that takes a long time. I think Sabrina's been making music for 10 years. Chappell, I don't know how long. This is just the natural progression of what it takes to be an artist, and this is the comments.
Doing all this to avoid singing live.
I wish we would stop trying to make her happen.
Let's move on to another artist who's made an incredible name for herself. Olivia Rodrigo. Literally just a clip of her singing. She sounds great. No hate, but what's she doing? Overhyped wilting rose emoji. What cult is this? Why does it sound like people are chanting some kind of weird prayer at a cult meeting? So they're singing a song? They're singing a part in the song where everyone's talking? Yeah. Definitely a cult.
What the hell?
Reading these comments alone, I started to notice a pattern. No one is surprised by anything anymore. Awe is an emotion that is slowly phasing out. And from a logical standpoint, this checks, because what happens when we see it all through the lens of a little electronic box instead of actually experiencing it? What happens when every climactic thing or skill or talent has already been perceived? What happens when the best of the best is constantly fed to us on a regular basis? Well, we become desensitized to it. And this reigns true from an opposite lens as well. I mean, I feel like for us Americans, we've all become a little desensitized to what's going on in this administration. Like Trump posting an AI video of him coming back as Jesus Christ. Yeah, whatever. Side note, can you imagine any other president doing that? If Kamala Harris became president and posted that. And people thought her coconut tree speech was too much.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Anyways, with an ever-growing access to stimulation, distraction, and convenience at our fingertips, we lose sight of what long-term gratification looks like. And we've heard this said again and again, it's nothing new. Social media apps are bad. Delivery apps make us interact with each other less. It really is that damn phone. Here's how short-term dopamine is bad for your brain, etc., etc. But what I didn't expect as a result of this constant short-term dopamine was the collective numbness we as a society are experiencing, and how that would affect us interpersonally. The knee-jerk reaction from the everything sucks individual who is watching someone else online is to downplay whatever that person is doing. Belting a high F?
She's screaming.
Doing 17 pirouettes in a row?
Yeah, well, dance isn't all about tricks.
Joking around with your friends?
Just tell me what's the point of posting this?
Between the choices of
Hell yeah, that's cool, man. Not my thing, I'll just scroll past.
and
You should remove this post, and you need to listen to me even though I have zero credentials on this topic.
that last option is getting picked more and more, and that's what creates this formula that the hater is allowed to exist within. If we look at the basic psychology of a hater, research suggests that online haters may experience elevated levels of envy, and that satisfaction with life could be correlated to engaging in online hating. Because, quotes, being content with one's life may buffer against both negative feelings and aggressive behaviors. So with that in mind, let's play devil's advocate for a bit. At least for Americans, can we really blame people for hating when being satisfied with life experiences grows more and more difficult by the day? With rising gas prices, rising rent prices, rising grocery prices, the job market making it harder and harder to keep and maintain a job, the loss of third spaces. All of this impacts our ability to travel, to experience life, to expand our horizons. And regardless of location, even if we do have the money to experience these things, let's not pretend we're not constantly seeing bigger and better things every day online. In this economy, it makes sense to be envious. In fact, it's relatable and increasingly common to be envious of the people that seemingly have it all. Sometimes even I experience a little envy, watching people blow thousands of dollars on luxury hauls, or seeing people with access to more resources than I had growing up. The luxury of sitting down with a vocal coach, or being in competition dance, or being able to travel for college without an immense financial burden. Sometimes I look at those people and I wonder what could have been for myself had I had access to those things. But granted, like, I don't hate those people for what they do. I think a better word to describe that feeling for me is curiosity. But nonetheless, like, it's exhausting to be on social media, and it's bound to somewhat be a formula for disaster. The very thing that was supposed to connect us is the thing that isolates us now. We used to trash overly polished magazines for pressuring us to glorify unattainable standards, and social media was supposed to be a more adapted, authentic form of media. And to be fair, not every piece of media is overly polished now, but to be honest, like, a lot of it hasn't changed that much. The subconscious comparison and like sizing up of hundreds of strangers on our feed is just not something we were meant to experience. It is draining to process that many people online, and sometimes it can cause us to withdraw from our real life communities and social circles as well. Like, it is so much easier to scroll than it is to call a friend nowadays. It is so much easier to partake in this mindless consumption than it is to create something ourselves, and that is the other part of the equation.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no.
comment.
To be a creator means you are in the driver's seat. But a lot of us are slowly but surely transitioning into being a passenger, passively letting the algorithm decide where our thoughts go. There's a YouTube video from Howtown that explains this passiveness really well too. I'll link it in the description. In a landscape where we have so little control, it's like I see the hater's perspective now. To hate something is to grasp onto something that you can control, which is your opinion.
That's my opinion!
Your opinion makes you feel like you're creating something even if you're really not. Like you're different for disliking this person. It makes you feel original, and it doesn't matter what other people say to you because it's like, that's my opinion. Like you literally have a built-in comeback for that. You feel superior. I mean, like it's instantly gratifying. Whereas if you were to create something yourself, like a poem or a song or anything else, like you are the driver. You make the decisions and you risk the crash. And you're forced to acknowledge that possibility every time you get in that car. But there's little to no risk that comes into play when you choose to hate someone else online. Like sure, people may dislike your opinion, but rarely does a hater actually face repercussions. And we're all taught that cyberbullying is just what comes with posting online. Like if you don't like it, don't post anymore.
It's normal here.
It places the blame on the creator for something that would be literally totally unacceptable in person. Like let's look at some of the worst comment sections I've seen and some common lines that I'm hearing in the video. 26. I thought I blocked you. That's a common comment, and it's just so annoying like how attention seeking this comment is. You could literally just press the block button. Like it's not some revolutionary feature, and yet this person has not blocked me because I can see the comment. So it's so clear that this type of behavior is literally just attention seeking.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
This just ruined my whole day. And I've seen people go on to say like, this ruined my whole week.
Day ruined at 10:48 p.m.
It's like, first of all, y'all are an original and clones. Second of all, if a literal short form TikTok makes your day completely ruined, I seriously think you have some emotional regulation issues that you should see a therapist for. Let's see some more. And it's so much video left. I'm going the to bed. Like, aggressive for what? It's giving blocked. Okay, then block. Like, I don't understand. Why do you need to comment this? It's 7 in the morning. For you.
It's 7 o'clock in the morning. How dare you
Post a video at like 4 p.m. yesterday. What? What are we talking about? Ruined my entire life. Wait, delete this. My question is, why is this so normalized? Like, can you imagine how weird this would be in any other social setting? Like, let's take a job interview, for example. So why do you want this job? Well, obviously your company is straight
Buns and cheeks.
y'all are flops and it's mad embarrassing. I tell you to delete your company, but I need money. So, okay, next question. Do you have a time where you had a problem at your previous job and you solved it? Well, this girl at work wouldn't stop
Yapping, bros.
So I said, hey, you sound great on mute. And I tried to
Duct tape her mouth shut.
but then like, I don't know, they fired me after that. But Unc was way out of line for that. Oh, well, do you see yourself aligning with any of the core values of our company? No, that's cringe as F, bro. Please stop. Okay, I guess I'll stop the interview and we'll notify you with our decision within the next week, okay? Wait, I thought I blocked you. Or even just hanging out with friends. I think I want to start playing volleyball. Bro, who do you think you are? You've never played any sports. I know, but I just want to try something new. What is bro on about? A hobby? What are you on? Day ruined at
4:48 p.m.
Seriously? Like, even just listening to these conversations and reading these discussions is incredibly depressing. And the more that we're exposed to these conversations, the more that they subconsciously become part of our daily thoughts and vocabulary. So like, if you see your friend release a new song, instead of thinking,
Wow, that's cool for them trying something new.
you think to yourself,
What do they think they're doing? What does bro think they're doing releasing a song?
or you hear a friend that wants to go into law school and you think,
Wow, he really thinks he's all that.
and it makes you a more cynical, more miserable, and just worse person overall. The truth is though, this everything and everyone sucks mentality is still highly rewarded. As you guys saw, these copy and paste comments amassed thousands of likes, further validating the haters' belief that they are superior for their dislikes. And I feel like this formula of being superior for disliking something has even bled into how creators make content too. So much of internet culture depends on who is getting canceled this week, which celebrity wore the worst outfit, which celebrity gave the worst performance, which celebrity doesn't deserve the things they have. Furthermore, has anyone noticed a bunch of creators just like going online and telling you you're doing something wrong? Here are 10 of my fashion icks. If I see you wearing these, you are not stylish. If you're not doing your makeup like this, you are literally doing it wrong. Like, it is literally your choice to wear an outfit that you like or put on makeup that you like on yourself. And seeing these creators feel entitled to what that autonomy feels like for you is just so grotesque to me and hateful and judgmental. I mean, like, of course, manipulative marketing tactics have always existed, but there's something so dystopian about someone getting online and essentially posting just into the void and telling strangers that they know nothing about what they're doing wrong when these things are literally subjective. Like, they're opinions based.
It's opinions based.
No, there are some stats that actually come out that
Yeah, it's still opinions based. Some people have more popular opinions than others.
And the problem with all of this is that it leaves no room for play. People crave relatability and raw, authentic content, but as soon as something isn't perfect, they ridicule it. People are so afraid to just post a bad outfit or post a song that's in the works or get a haircut and post it online because of how much shame is inflicted on people's self-expression nowadays. And while constructive feedback can be done in a way that doesn't hurt anybody, that is just not what's happening, obviously. I dream of a social media landscape where somebody can post a pink sparkly filtered dancing video like the ones in the COVID-19 pandemic, and people will literally just comment, you know what?
Hell yeah.
Where instead of ridiculing a song that's in the works, we just say,
You've got potential, big dog.
where instead of trying to convince everyone that they should have your opinion, we create things that showcase our identity. What makes us unique? A society where we wear that ugly ass outfit. We sing terribly with our voice cracking. We fall over during that backflip. And people just tell you to keep trying. Because that is the thing about life I think most haters are lacking. Sometimes you do just gotta climb cringe mountain to get where you wanna go. And yeah, like, it's embarrassing for some time, but creativity isn't instantly gratifying. Trial and error is a natural part of the process. A process that reveals what separates you from everyone else, what you do and don't wanna pursue, and helps you appreciate the light in other people as well. And as I always say, to be cringe is to be free. And once you start to accept that, a lot of doors open for you. I created a series on my social platforms called Trying to Learn. And essentially what I do is take a soundbite, a song, or a sound effect, and I try to replicate it as closely as possible. It started one day while I was just sitting in my room trying to learn the Labubu theme song. And I decided, like, what if I just filmed this process? It was raw, it was unfiltered, and it was messy, but people liked it. And so did I. I graduated as a vocal performance major last May, and with that knowledge, I was able to teach a lot of people just a little bit more about music. Whilst learning these sound bites, I continued to share my music knowledge by sharing solfege scales and more music terminology, because I wanted to sneak just a little bit of music practice into humor and entertainment. And funny enough, it became a perfect blend of the three things I'm most passionate about: social media, music, and farting around. And I'm actually really proud of that series. Yet over time, I received a ton of comments from people that tried to make me feel the opposite. Whether they just comment that they don't like my performance or they just don't like me as a person, they feel obliged to let me know about this. And since I've seen this trend on a larger scale myself, I don't take it personally. Ultimately, I think I have a good sense of where my strengths and weaknesses are. Like, some things I try to learn, I genuinely believe that I suck at.
Straight bun and cheese.
Which, in my opinion, solidifies the point of my series in the first place. It is okay to try and fail. But to be honest, for the most part, I think I've surprised myself a lot more times than not. And I think a lot of people would surprise themselves too if they gave themselves permission to try something that interests them just for the thrill of it. The one comment I get the most now is, why is she taking this so seriously? And my honest answer is because it's fun. And I'm proud of it. And it combines all of my interests. It's helped me find out what my voice is capable of. It's inspired me to start voice acting. And most importantly, it's created a community of people who share similar interests. And like, on the surface, it doesn't look like there's a point. But what looks like a point to me may not look like a point to you. And that's okay. Part of me also wonders if people don't know I make money on social media. Like, enough to take it seriously? Like, why do any other creators with millions of followers take their job seriously? Can you imagine this with any other job too? So you're a software developer? Yeah. Why do you take it so seriously? Because it's my job. And here is our menu. This is our happy hour special. And just let me know if you have any other questions, okay? Whoa. Why are you taking this so seriously? Yeah, I'm going to the Olympics. Why are you taking this so seriously? It's the Olympics. So I have a follow-up question for all those wondering why I take things so seriously. What could you take more seriously that you haven't? Could you grant yourself permission to explore your interests in a more playful manner? Could you take that thing seriously in that vein? Like, I think you should. I think it could be good for you. And with that, that's all my thoughts for now on why everyone thinks everything sucks. Well, maybe not everyone. Maybe I changed your mind. And if I provided you enough value to do that, I would love it if you liked this video, left a comment with your thoughts, and like maybe even subscribed and like turn on that post notification bell while you're at it so that like you could maybe get notified every single time I post. Like, I don't know, like, could be crazy. But seriously, like, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you stayed till the end, comment the sunglasses emoji so that I know you're one of the cool ones, okay? And with that said, I love you guys so much and I'll see you next time. Bye!